Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the latest and greatest in tech, marketing, no-code, and AI. Today we've got something really exciting to show you. Have you ever struggled with managing, processing, or optimizing your images online? Whether you're a developer, a marketer, a content creator, or all of the above, it can be extremely time-consuming to manage and manipulate your images. Well, today we're going to show you how to do it, all with a popular API called Filestack.com. Filestack is an AI-powered imaging processing platform that takes the hassle out of handling your visual content. Imagine being able to upload, transform, and deliver your images effortlessly, all while ensuring top-notch quality and performance. Today, we're going to show you some of the popular transformations and taggings that you can do with their imaging processing system and show you how to get up and running with manipulating your images. Let's go ahead and dive in and check this out. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of their videos like this one. And if you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments below. Okay, let's go ahead and explore this. All right, let's go ahead and get going. We've landed at filestack.com, which is a file uploader and file upload API. Simply put, it's a powerful API that allows you to upload, transform, and then deliver any type of file into your app. This could be responsive audio, video, and images, and even document files that delivered fast, optimized, and secure. We're going to be using images today to show you their powerful image transformation, tagging, and manipulation API, but there's a lot of other features that you could play with. Taking a look at some of their products here, they do have uploads, transformations, delivery, intelligence, and workflows. We'll take a look at some of these in more detail, but just know that there's a lot to this product here. Now I'm going to go ahead and log in. I've created an account. If you don't have an account, you'll need to go ahead and create one for free. And I've created 3 applications here. It's really easy to create a new application, and each one has its own API key, and you can have separate workflows and tasks within each application. So I'm going to go ahead and click into this untitled app, and we're given this really nice dashboard here with some getting started guides. Show you how to integrate the Filestack picker into your application, which is a very easy low-code solution to put a file picker right into your app. It takes a lot of the coding work out of the process. You can transform or deliver your files, and you can even enable an app security. You get this nice dashboard here that shows you your uploads, your transformations, your delivery, your workflows, and your storage. Coming over to the left side where we can look at some of the settings of our application, there's a content browser, which is really nice. This is where you can see all the files that have been uploaded to your app. You can check out some of your app analytics, like how much usage you had, your bandwidth, your transformations, and your workflows. I don't have a lot of activity in this app, but you can see this all here. You can even see your services and storage, your sources, your file types. Again, not a lot of data here, but the dashboard is super nice. You can customize your storage settings. You can use your own provider, Amazon S3, Google Cloud Storage, Rackspace. You can use Dropbox as a storage option. So there's lots of different options here. In terms of configuration, you can also bring in images from Dropbox, Gmail, Instagram, and other places like S3 storage. So if you already have a database of images, you can easily authenticate those images in. They have webhooks as well, which is super nice. So the dashboard is really nice. There's a lot that you can do and customize. We're not going to be playing with too many settings in there, but I just want to show you that these settings are here. So if you have a unique use case, you can certainly apply it. Coming down here, I want to take a look at workflows because this is a super powerful option within the Filestack platform. Workflows are essentially just what they say they are. They're sequences of different manipulations that you can apply to the files that you're uploading. So let's go ahead and create a new workflow. We can just call this test. And here we go. We have this really nice point and click designer to show you some of the things that you can do with their AI image manipulation. If we click this, we'll see all the different transform tasks that are available, and there's 46 of them. So we can resize, we can crop, we can watermark, we can sharpen, we can make it black and white, we can pixelate, we can flip it. There's a ton that we could do. We can work with the metadata, we can rotate it. So as you can see, there's a ton of options. One of the ones that I really like is you can blur faces in your images. So if you're working with a site that has sensitive information, like let's say it's an HR app, and you want to blur out your employees' faces, to do this manually would be very hard, but you can easily do this within Filestack using their API at scale, which is super cool. Heading over to intelligence, there's a lot that you can do here. You can tag your images. You can mark them as safe for work, copyright, all kinds of different things. In the advanced, you can upscale, enhance, red eye, And then it just shows you some of your recent transformations. Now, whenever you're building a workflow, you can actually add multiple things into your workflow. So let's just say we wanted to resize the image to 200 by 200. We can add that, but we also want to make our image black and white with a threshold of, let's just say 10. There we go. So as you can see, we're quickly building this workflow where we are resizing the image and then we are making it black and white. You can add as many steps as you want to your workflow. You can build multiple workflows within an app. So super powerful. I hope you're seeing the amount of possibilities here that you can do for your file and image manipulation. If you click pick your configuration, it actually generates the code that you will need to access this Filestack initiation and then the workflow ID. We're not going to show you how to drop this into an app, but just know that it's really low code. It's easy to do. They have really nice documentation, so you can easily, within, I would say, a matter of 5 minutes, build a functioning web app that has a file picker and allows you to upload and transform your images based on your workflow. It's super easy to do. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of this. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to manipulate some images really quickly using their processing engine API. So this page here, which I'll put in the show notes, is just their docs on transforming images and how their processing engine works. And you can make these calls in a simple URL. As you see here, this is the URL, cdn.filestack.com. You put your API key. You can then put your transformations and then the file ID here. We're giving some examples. We can see how we're resizing this image here. We're making this image a Polaroid with a sepia tone of 80, and we're also resizing the width. There's a lot more that you can do, and we'll go into that here. But what they provide here is the simple URL to get this going. So let's go ahead and give this a try and see if we can transform some images here using the API with our API key that we created here in our app. So if we go to configuration, app settings, we can see up here we have our API key. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to head over to Postman. Postman is simply a API testing tool, and you can easily test APIs within Postman. Now I've set up a GET call for this based on the URL that they provided. So we can see here, this URL, cdn.filestack.com/API key, and then / whatever parameters you want, / the image. That just follows this structure here, which is cdn.filestack.com / the API key, / whatever transformations we want, / by the image ID. So let's hop back over here and let's go ahead and try this with an image. So let's go to pexels.com, which is just a free image service. Let's search for people. Okay, let's get one with a face because I think we'll want to try to blur a face. Let's take this image. We'll copy the image address here. We'll head back over to Postman and we can drop this image in here. Okay, so I've pasted that image URL here. And right now, the only parameter that we have is we are going to resize this image width to 1000. Let's go ahead and actually make this small. Let's make it 200. So let's go ahead and send this request and check this out. We got the image here from Pexels, which is quite a large image, and we've, through this API call, resized it to a width 200. Let's say that's a little small. We can quickly change this to 500, and we can go ahead and hit send. And now we see that the image is a little bigger. So cool. In just a couple minutes, we're already working with their API and resizing images, but it certainly doesn't end there. Let's get a little bit more advanced and show you some of the other things you can do to manipulate this image. To do this, we're going to head over to this page, which is a list of all their different transformations and parameters that you can use in the URL. So as you can see, we've got security, we've got image restrictions, we've got transformations like image size, which we were just doing. We've got rotate, flip, watermark, compress, quality. Let's head over to the image border and effects. So check this out. We can make rounded corners on our app. We can make it a Polaroid. Let's go ahead and try to add rounded corners. So let's just copy this, head back over to Postman, and we'll just drop this in right here. Rounded corners with a blur 3. We just have to put a / after that, and let's go ahead and hit send. Check it out. We now have rounded corners on our image. Okay, maybe that's a little bit small. Let's make it bigger here so we can all see it. Okay, there we go. Now we got a nice size image with rounded corners with a width of 1,000. Okay, that's great. We're doing some transformations, but we only have 2 in here. We can actually add as many as we want to our URL. So let's go ahead and hop back here. Let's say we want to make this a Polaroid style as well, which is a pretty cool effect. We'll drop in Polaroid, slash after that, hit send. It's sending a request. Okay, cool. Now we have a Polaroid of our photo. Again, as you can see, super powerful, super easy, and you could do this at scale within your app. We're just doing it with a single image here. But as you can see, the possibilities are getting pretty interesting here as we build out parameters onto our URL. Now let's take a look at facial detection and see what options are here. So we got detect faces, crop faces, pixelate faces. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and try that. See if this actually works. So we have our image here with this man's face, but maybe we don't want to show this face. It's sensitive information. Let's go ahead and drop this parameter into our URL. We'll do it right after the Polaroid. We'll drop in pixelate faces, hit slash, hit send. Look at that. It's actually pixelated the face, which is protecting its user's identity, all here automatically with these API calls. Super cool. Okay, so you can also blur faces if you don't like the pixelation, the image filters, you can monochrome, you can blur. Let's go ahead and try monochrome. You can also sharpen images if you would like, if you have like a blurry image. So let's just drop that here. As far as these parameters, the order doesn't really seem to matter here. As long as we have them all in separated by slashes, it seems to work. Okay, we made it monochrome. Look at that. Super cool. Again, if you were doing this in a photo editing application, it would take a really long time to apply some of these effects. You'd have to know how to do each one of these, but using these different URL parameters with their API, you can very easily manipulate your image how you would like. Let's go ahead and add one more just for the sake of testing. We'll add torn edges. I haven't tried this one, so we'll see how this looks. Yeah, look at that. It gives us torn edges. So as you can imagine, if you were a photographer or content creator, or even like a website manager that you had a ton of photos that you need to manipulate, you'd be able to very easily build API calls into your app. You get the returned image back, and you can, again, do this with hundreds or even thousands of images. And it doesn't end there. You can transform audio files, as I mentioned before. You can do this with video. There's a lot that you can do. But for today, I just wanted to show you how easy it was to get working with their API in a simple GET URL request to transform and manipulate images based on the parameters that you drop into the URL. There's a ton that you can do. I didn't even really scratch the surface here. I would recommend that you take a look at their API and their workflows and the different things that you can do within their API, because the possibilities are really limitless. I hope this was helpful and gets you thinking about different ideas that you can do with Filestack. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Of course, like this video if you found it useful, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any other videos like this one. Thank you so much, and thank you for checking out our channel.